my mistake. We were going to do 4 best-of-5s, but actually that best-of-5 is tomorrow at 6 o'clock Central European Time, which is Game at Gaming, of course, going head-to-head with G2, which should be a really good game as well.
Yeah, that's going to be really fun, actually. I haven't seen too much of G2. We're talking about Existence and Heartbreak before, so...
Indeed.
So
there's no more Thorin triggering, otherwise that could be rough, couldn't it?
Oh, we should bring Thorin in for that one, especially. Yeah. That'd be nice. But now, on the cards, we have...
Indeed we do.
We have a very final...
Two teams that can't play T-side train on train. This could be a bit weird.
Yeah,
a bit weird. Not sure what to expect between Mousesports and HellRaisers. I mean, if you go on what how they've played, or how the evening has kind of transpired for both of them, I'd say maybe Mousesports have the slight edge because Nico seems to really come on song now. Nex has had a couple of good rounds here and there. Dennis has stepped up, obviously, with some 4Ks as well. And Chris J, it's kind of quiet, actually, in Dust 2, to be fair to him. I thought he was going to be better than that. He usually is very good on D2. So it's going to be interesting to see how they play. But I feel, on the balance of the 4 matches we've seen so far, the performances would suggest to me that Mousesports might just have the slight edge. And they're starting on CT side. So that's got to help them with some momentum.
Yeah, I feel like, it would be a bit almost criminal for Mousesports to lose this series at this point. But we'll see. We'll see what HellRaisers have in the bag. HellRaisers are one of these teams as well where they'll never win the tournament, but they will sure as hell ruin your tournament. That's the kind of team that they are. So we'll see.
That's not very nice, Dan.
But Nico's actually pushed aggressively in team main, so he's got some good information for the team. Pop, there it is. 0 is gone. And now it's going to be a 5 versus 4. And that's brilliant because, generally speaking, as the teams, you want to close the distance with the Glocks. You want to overwhelm your opponents. You want to swarm them. And already thinning the numbers out is going to be giving Mousesports a massive advantage here.
Mouse have the call now. They've had 2 Ivy, so they're going to be pulling back from there. Chris J actually does pull right back from there as well. There's a little bit of damage done as they're trying to make their way through towards CT spawn, but there is a man waiting for them. Now, can Oscar get round the corner and get some fire off here? He can, but hasn't done a huge amount of damage initially. Quiztone has to come around the corner and help him out. Oscar then gets the second, though, and suddenly Mousesports only have 2 players left. One of them, though, is Nico, and one is Nex, and they've both been playing very well indeed. Damage done on Stico now. 2v2. Tension inside this bomb site. Very, very big round for both teams. Nex then picking up the kill on Stico now, and Quiztone now the last man alive with not a lot of health here right now. It's going to be a tall order. Nex on site and will win the battle of the 1v1s, and Mousesports will open up with a CT pistol round. Very, very big round.
Okay, so we have a pause. I wonder why.
We've lost a player on Mousesports.
I wonder what the issue is. Hopefully nothing too severe for Dennis.
Indeed.
But yeah, HellRaisers starting with the pro economy, not getting the bomb down, which is always annoying. So they're probably just going to grab some armor, grab some pistols, and run into the A yard. That's probably what we're going to see. Or the B yard. There's not much.
Well,
not much else you can
I can only say to you, it's definitely going to be one of those 2 bomb sites.
Yeah, yeah, and that's the funny thing with training, which makes it kind of unique, is that, and I say this in all the casts, as a T side, you're either on the site or you're not. There's no real in between. Like many other maps, you can have middle, you can have these certain corridors on the map, or these certain little pockets around the bomb sites. On this map, it's just a site or not, and it's 2 train yards, and that's it. So indeed, we're going to see the force buy coming in from HellRaisers, and where do they decide to go? Is it going to be the yard push, or are they going to try to take it a little bit slower, go for inner? The inner bomb sites, B, and looks like they're just going to set up some smokes. Bombs away, and into the A yard indeed they will go.
They do. Now going to pile out. Dennis is currently up on the train. Thanos put to good use early on for a little bit of damage on both sides actually. In fact, he did. It looked on my screen like he tagged somebody, but he hadn't. But he's got plenty of support around him right now, and they've made the call very early. This is going to be a turkey shoot, and Dennis even surviving there with a point of health. Very important that he survived with that point of health as well. Just the 1 loss then. 2-0. Should be able to convert this to a 3rd. Not enough money on the HellRaisers side for anything completely crazy, so they're going to full save this time, I think. Yeah. Just a 250 is about the only thing they've got between them. Just a personal choice for Quiztone, I guess.
It's great to see the UMPs and the MP9s on the CT side, just because they're very cheap and it affords them the full range of utility to support the defense with. And okay, we're going to see HellRaisers just running into the inner bomb site momentarily, and you can see the ranges. I mean, UMP isn't, I mean, super amazing at the long range like that, but it's certainly a hell of a lot better than some of the pistols and Glocks that are going to be in store for the T's. So, and this is the other thing too. So long as they deny them pushing beyond the middle area of the train yard, they can just all throw so many grenades in. And look at the damage being done here by these nades. Now the finishing blows, putting them out of their misery, is going to be the remaining players of Mousesports, of which there are 4. Zico and Oscar are the ones left alive for HellRaisers, and they are very, very dead.
Yeah, very easy, wasn't it? Very straightforward in the end. It was nice incendiary thrown down towards the plant area. It didn't quite get them all, but it did lick them enough to make them vulnerable. It all sort of added together, really. It was nicely placed.
And Mousesports are okay with letting them plant there, just to make sure that they don't lose players themselves, I think, because that's kind of a big deal. Because if you, let's say you put 1 or 2 players close there, let's say they die.
Yeah, I like the fact that they were actually quite a long way away, even though the UMP, which as you rightly pointed out, isn't a particularly great long-range piece of weaponry. Their distance actually saved them from any carnage. These orbs can be dangerous. So Nico back to orping, and effectively too. Gets the first. 3 men already out, and that grenade, Nico just taking a little bit too much damage there, really, but it's okay. They put another one down now. He's going to pick that one out through the smoke. Long-range effort here as well from Nex. 2 from him. Nico with another one, and another very easy round on the board for Mousesports. HellRaisers, that time pushing the outside yard, but very, very loosely. There seemed to be no real cohesion between the way they were making their moves.
Yeah, you can see that that for Mousesports, it felt very easy for them to just slowly but surely, you know, eliminate the players coming out of Pop Dog, coming out of Team Main. And for HellRaisers, you know, they really would have liked to potentially split some of the tension away by having some alley presence first, maybe getting 1 or 2 players up there. And Nico, this guy is probably going to be incredibly prolific in this train match, because he's already picking up the orb, he's already getting all the frags. And in an alley position, you know, it's highly important to have a really sick player there.
Ridiculous, wasn't it? They also had backup, because amazingly Chris J still had the UMP, just pushed up close and personal. And I think they may have seen the front of his gun when he peeked round, but either way, they were either distracted or not. It didn't make any difference to Nico. He just finished them off.
Hopefully, Chris J will keep that UMP alive for another, 4 or 5 rounds. That would be a good sign for Mousesports. That's the case. But HellRaisers, I do wonder, how drilled they are on some of their executes on this map. Because you have to have the B and the A execute on this map. You've got to have those 2, and they're going to dive in and get the bomb plant again. But I think Mousesports are so okay with letting this happen. You can plant the bomb. We don't care giving you money. We're just all going to survive. We're going to look after our economy, make sure it's okay, and then we're going to clean up, one after another. And there you go. I mean, how many deaths have Mousesports even sustained? I don't think they've sustained more than like 4 or 5 deaths.
No, it's not many. That was Dennis 4K, by the way. Just to, show that he's up there on the scoreboard as well. Perhaps we'll get the scoreboard in a second, and then we'll show you how many deaths there's been and what the kills are right now, because so far, so good for Mousesports. 5 zip. 11 and 1 right now for Nico.
6 deaths in total for Mousesports.
A total of 6 deaths, yeah.
Biddy with 3, no one else with more than 1. And Next has not died yet.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, they're just keeping their economy in good shape, and that's really important. So I like that. The Ump is, we can say farewell to the Ump. Chris J has...
it lasted 4 rounds.
He's got an AWP instead now. So 2 AWPs, Nico and Chris J.
Yeah, and double AWPs, which was what I was thinking they might decide to go and do. I think the only difference would be that we'd usually see Chris earlier. He seems okay. He's quite happy to let Nico take that lead. And he has been very, very feisty with that AWP in the last 2 maps. 5-0 then. What can HellRaisers do here? They need to come up with some magic here. A little bit of sexy Counter-Strike from somewhere. It's been all Mousesports so far on train, as you would sort of expect on a traditional train map, but this version of Train has not been as CT bias or led as the older versions. So, smokes out the outside yard. Defences are thrown down. It's a good incendiary down towards Pop as well, which will keep them at bay a bit longer than they would have liked. I'm sure they would have liked to have gone out because the smokes now will have been dissipating by the time they get out there, and that'll invite the AWP from Nico to go full hand outside. He's already picked up one. They have shut him down this time though, because they've made a fast push towards the bomb site. Dennis then drops, and Angel with a double here has made some good work, and finally HellRaisers are going to get themselves around on the board.
Absolutely, this is such an impossible retake situation. It's potentially the hardest bomb site to retake in all of Counter-Strike, I'd say, because there's so many spots for the T's to be. Once there's been a good 5-10 seconds for them to reposition, they can just come out of from so many different spots. You know, you have to just get so much information. There's no way to get it. It's very, very hard. But we shall see the 5-1 scoreline. Of course, there's plenty of money for Mousesports to buy again because indeed they've been looking after their economy. So double up comes in from them again, and all they have to do is just shut down HellRaisers immediately, just to stop the nip it in the bud basically, and then come back in the bud, and we shall see
double up on HellRaisers as well here. Angel and Oscar. We'll see some eye to eye. Angel, I don't think he saw... no, he didn't see Chris J jumping across, otherwise he would never have been looking the other way. Unfortunate.
Yeah, expensive round for them.
Very expensive. And of course, Mousesports, really, if they win this one, they break the HellRaisers' economy again. Likewise, though, HellRaisers need to win this one as well to kind of put a bit of a stunt on Mousesports as well, and maybe give them a shot at picking up 3 rounds. These are the rounds that pivot games sometimes. So where are we going this time, HellRaisers? What are we being treated to? Looks like it might be an inner. Yeah, bomb carrier now joining them, Oscar. Gonna switch it over to Questone now, who is in that back hallway as well. Just being kept at bay again by a mixture of smokes, flashes, incendiaries, and that's a really good flash onto the site, but I don't think they spied Spiddy on them. Well, actually, Quiztone has taken care of him. So, bomb will be planted, and we're 4v4. What's the retake looking like?
Yeah, I mean, we've got 2 AWPs all just starting to aim down these long avenues of attack, and it's looking... It was looking maybe kind of decent there, but Quiztone gets a triple, just boom. 3 frags, and you can say goodbye to your retake, as Nex is trying to shuffle into another 1 versus 1, but the T's are smart enough not to give him anything like that, and they are going to deny vision for as long as possible. So Nex steal away one of the AWPs on the floor, and he's going to get out of there. But Mousesports looking like they are now in a little bit of trouble as far as the money starts to go. As again, these rounds for both teams have been incredibly expensive, as both teams really want to get all these AWPs out. So Mousesports can still buy, due to the fact that Dennis has almost 9k, so they can get the drops in there, but it's going
to be a bit thin for Spiddy, though.
Yeah, it's starting to get a little bit dangerous.
So what do? Well, they go shotgun, okay. Shotgun, UMP, M4A1, M4, and AWP, of course, on Nico. So, an eclectic buy from the Mousesports team, but so far, that'll work nicely, thank you very much. Nico picking up yet another kill with the AWP.
It's actually funny to see him AWPing so much.
I know, right? It's, yeah. I'm so looking forward to the fact that he's just going to AWP more. I'll just be asking him, like, please AWP more.
It's almost actually a little bit questionable because, again, your star AWPer, the guy that's the best, like his AWP skills outweigh everything else that he can do, is Chris J, essentially, right? Yeah. And he's on a shotgun whilst Nico's on the AWP. I mean, it kind of doesn't really make too much sense, but hey, you know, whatever works.
Yeah, I mean, it's weird because some nights players just don't feel it, right? There are some nights you just, for whatever reason, might be connection, might be the way you're sitting, might be what you've eaten, might be the rough day, whatever it might be, you might not just be feeling it that day. And then, you know, he says, well, just give me the AWP then a couple of rounds, and then he's absolutely sensational for a couple of rounds, and then he's like, well, do you know what? Actually, just keep AWPing. You know, if you're feeling it, feeling it. And Nico has been astonishingly good with that ult tonight, and there's another example of it.
So fast, this guy is
Just
lightning
brilliant.
fast. And now there's just nothing left. They've been dismantled, have HellRaisers, and Mousesports have managed to bounce back just as things were looking a little bit scary. But,
Needed that.
But HellRaisers still can field buys, and Mousesports are still not in any kind of safety net at the moment. They are free falling, and they're looking for that safety net. But HellRaisers, they've got one more buy before they are broken, and Oscar's back on the AWP. But already 6-2 for Mousesports is definitely quite comfortable.
Yeah. Yeah, it's not runaway stuff. You don't want to get too carried away and leak 3 or 4 rounds and then let them come back into this game. They're there to be put to bed right now, HellRaisers, and Mousesports won't want to let them back in the game. Plenty of rounds still to go as well, 7 in fact of them, including the one we're on, 4v4. The 2-2 split right now for the HellRaisers players, but they are going to make their way back towards the inner bomb site. Hurrying, scurrying, trying to get into this bomb site right now. Their bomb man is a little bit further behind them, so they've broken in and got him, but they're not quite able to put the bomb down just yet. It's arriving now. And Oscar gets the pick. It's an important pick as well now. It's traded. 3v3. Good flash from Spitty. Split them up nicely. It has allowed them to get control of that back corridor now, though, and Dennis has taken a lot of damage, but he does get the kill. 2v2. Spitting now into the bomb site. Oh, nearly takes his own teammate there, but doesn't. And now, last man alive is going to just go for the defuse here. Why not? Is he going to get it? They're not even shooting at him. What is going on? Dennis gets the defuse, and I didn't see a single bullet flying into that smoke.
Yeah, I mean, he did throw a flash up first, and that obviously must have been a pretty solid flash, but still, like, when they started shooting, I think it was like 1.5 seconds left, and they just couldn't find him. And he had no HP as well, just would, I think, have taken maybe 1 bullet to the torso, and then that's pretty crazy. That is absolutely gutting to lose, but of course, as we can see, HellRaisers with the loss bonus that they've accrued, plus the bomb bonus, have got a good buy together. So Mousesports still up against the buy, and we get a bit of an alley pressure from Mousesports, just as HellRaisers are speeding up their roll towards the B bomb side. So now Mousesports kind of sprinting back towards B, and let's see if they can hold on to this. They got their first line of defense, Spitty with an imp. Good luck.
He's alright. He's fine. No problem. Look, next to Nico will just come in and back him up. It's not a problem. Look, Spitty gets a kill anyway through the smoke. Well, Oompa Loompa. Stick that up your jumper. 2 remaining. Questone doing good work here, though. He's got himself another double. Not the triple this time round. Would have been his triple. And now Oscar. Last man alive. Spitty going for yet another one. What is going on? Oh my goodness.
Chaos.
Oscar is awkward.
Very chaotic rounds.
Crazy rounds. Crazy rounds. The last 2 rounds. Diffuses while men alive, but nevertheless, difficult for Oscar to have gotten back into that bomb site, admittedly.
There's been a lot of very marginal rounds which could have gone towards
this could be 6-4 right now.
Yeah, it could absolutely be a lot closer.
Could be 6-4, and Mousesports could have broken economy too.
Yeah, but they have managed to stay on top so far, and HellRaisers again with another buy. Again the round loss bonus. Again the bomb bonus, giving them the 4,200 they need to keep buying.
Doesn't know how close he's going to get killed. Now he's going to get 1. Did he see the second? He might have, you know.
Definitely happy with that one. 1 for free. 1 and done. And now it's going to be HellRaisers once again in this position where it's like, okay, we lost the advantage again, early round. Now how do we try to retake this? They don't have almost any utility. They have 2 smokes, so they have to figure out how can we get into a bomb site with 2 smokes. That might incentivize them to go towards B, because with B, 2 smokes, okay, you can get a bomb down. But even still, it's going to be so hard to hold onto the site with no nades after that point. And indeed, it looks like Questone is going to be throwing the nade down inner. And they are going to go for the B play with the bomb. They've got a couple of lurkers around the map. Ooh, nicely done by Oscar. Takes down Chris J. Causing a bit of distraction, but the And also, actually, we get the smoke plate into the B bomb site to cause more distraction, but it doesn't really matter. There's just not enough players. They're too thinly spread, and Oscar is trying to get himself through here. The bomb has been spotted anyway on the A yard, so HellRaisers right now, they just got nothing to show in this round at this point, and it's a 9-2 scoreline.
It's just sort of falling apart, really, isn't it?
Yeah, I mean,
it's Questone and Oscar putting up a little bit of a fight, but I've seen nothing from the other 3 players so far.
Yeah, I mean, that last round, they had like it felt like they were running 2 plans at the same time, 2 different ones, unfortunately, but it was just going to be very hard anyway. This time they got 3 smokes, probably again going to smoke the yard, get out onto the quick bomb plants, or are they going to go in there? Okay, no, Angel's trying to throw the smoke for yard, or well, he was. Interesting. So back into secrets for HellRaisers, and they're going to go straight to the play. Into the AK.
That timing on Spiddy. Absolutely incredible. He's going to get himself at least 2 here, surely. Wow. Actually, 0 replying back. Got the frag in the end. Next, though, cleaning things up. There's just a couple of them left on the bomb site. Nico will pick out 1. And Questone once more will be the last man alive. He gets a kill here. It would be a remarkable thing indeed. Next gets the final one. So, another round in the bag. It's still not all over for HellRaisers though, because as we've rightly pointed out, we're not entirely convinced that Mousesports are going to be all that much better on T-side than HellRaisers are. So every round from here on in would be very useful for the HellRaisers team. 10-5, not so bad. 13-2, lose pistols, GG.
It does feel like it's going that way at this point, but
it does.
But Oscar on the pick, can he strike true? Yes, he can. Chris J is going to lose that battle, and that's now an early round advantage for HellRaisers, something they haven't really felt for a while.
You're right. I can't actually remember the last time they had a man up.
I'm just waiting for a response, but it's, again, as the CT side, it's kind of hard to do a response. So you just tend to just try to reinforce your setups with the men that you have. And a lot of teams, what they'll do actually is play 3 towards A in a spot like this and just leave 1 on B. But we have the 2-2 split from Mousesports on their defense instead. And HellRaisers, after waiting a lot of time as they like to do, as they want to do, deciding to push back into secret, and Dennis is going to spot that. So the problem is they haven't seen the bomb, but everyone's rotating already. This is interesting actually, because HellRaisers could just go into Pop Dog as they are doing and go straight onto the A-bomb site. Only Nex is there, and he's got a lot of work on his hands, but it's going to be a pretty easy plant now for Questone and the rest of HellRaisers, as Nico is going to be coming in to try to retake this. It is Nico, but this is tough.
Yeah, this is a really tough one. Dan said earlier on it's the toughest bomb site for retaking Counter-Strike, and you're seeing exactly why. If Nico can't do it, no one can. Spiddy, the last man alive now, in a 1v4. And we'll just be looking for some extra notches on his belt here, in the form of some takedowns at the end of the round. I don't think he's going to get him either. They might just send one through CT spawn, I guess. Yeah, 2 actually approaching fast. Wow, Spiddy at point blank range, unscoped, headshot, fire and forget. Saves the AWP.
Feels so cathartic, those kinds of shots, just like, oh, it feels so good. Feels so good when you connect that,
they're like those
the sparks on the helmet.
Those perfect jam donuts, Dan.
Just, that was good. It's a 10-3, and Mousesports, they're looking pretty comfortable now. You know, I keep expecting maybe HellRaisers are going to get the comeback just because of this general story that we've seen.
Yeah, we've seen that all night.
But so far they're holding strong, and Chris J is going to be met with a quick pick as he goes aggressive on Ali. And again, HellRaisers lose a man early on, and it's a sad story for them. I mean, because they lose some grenades on that player as well, so it's going to weaken any executes that they do from that perspective. But looks like they're going to go towards the B bomb site. They've got 0 to play distraction, to play lurk, potentially cut off rotation, slow it down on the A side of the map. But can Zero's teammates over towards the inner area, can they get it done on B? There's 2 players there for Mousesports.
Yeah, Going to be tough, isn't it? Need one of these last 2 rounds at the very least. Can't go in at 12-3 down. Not acceptable. Have to find at least one of the last 2. Again, time ticking away on HellRaisers, and they haven't made the move. Now, maybe they will now. Brilliant shot from Oscar. Gets them the entry pick they were looking for. Now, can they capitalise on this and get into the bomb site? The problem they've got is that their teammates weren't quite ready for that. What do you mean you've got to pick over on B? Get over here. Finally they arrive. Again though, time ticking down and becoming a bit of an enemy for them. Finally into the bomb site though. Spitty nicely lined up, gets one. The flash comes in. He's going to get the second one, is he? Yes! And that will send Zero and Oscar scurrying away with not enough time. Again. Just, you know, record me saying HellRaisers have run out of time in this round and then just replay that. Time and time again. It's been a very popular thing this evening. It's been a theme.
Yeah, it definitely has been. And I mean, it's such a hard map, you know, for the T side, to be honest, because it's hard to get picks first of all. It's hard to get that advantage, and then when you go for the eventual executes, those themselves can be so chaotic and frustrating at times. And HellRaisers have been on the worst end of almost all of those situations. So now we're going to see. I mean, Nico, by the way, I think he's got 20 frags already, and we're just going into the 15th round. So and he's just been AWPing too. So Nico, here he goes once again. This time Oscar's going to best him, but Chris J's there as well, and he's going to get the pick there onto Oscar as he jumps across. And it's next by the electric box in the closest box over and close to team main. That's kind of holding down the push. That's kind of brimming over there, but it looks like it won't boil over anytime soon into the A site. Chris J, this could be his moment now.
Here he comes. Oh, he's going to hit the one, but the trade comes in from Questone. He knew that Chris J would be on that angle. But next now, chipping in with another one. Styko's very low on health right now, and then Flashbang went in, but Next didn't go in behind it, so they're going to smoke it up instead. And that'll keep Questone away. He's taking damage too. 2v2. Dennis now picks up one. In fact, it's 3v2, because Dennis is so low, I thought he was already dead. Questone last alive. Big round ahead of him, I was going to say, but there isn't any more. 12-3. Not good. Not pretty. And very hard for HellRaisers now, because they need to make very, very few mistakes when we switch over the half. And they have to win the pistol. That's when it has to start for them. Lose the pistol here, and you can pretty much say goodbye to a place in the ECS Season 1.
Yeah, unless they win the fully enforced buy, there's just no way back in. And I think everyone expected Mousesports to win on paper, but obviously they're very shaky. We've seen that shakiness in this series against HellRaisers. HellRaisers is another shaky team, to be honest, and I didn't expect as much from HellRaisers. Like when HellRaisers look good, they look really good. But it's just that strategy aspect and some of the coordination and discipline. It's just not there at the moment.
I think you could make the same argument for Mousesports this evening, couldn't you? I think some of the executes they did on T-side Dust 2 were pretty good. I think some of the individual plays have perhaps been better and carried them through a few of the rounds again. But yeah, I think both teams have shown flashes of what we know they're capable of. I think the frustration is they just don't show it enough. Absolutely,
there's lots to be fixed, but I'm sure Mousesports will be looking to make those fixes.
There was an alley push then, and then they've shown and decided to come away. But are they going to go back now?
They've dropped the bomb by the dumpster.
Made a lot of noise when they left, though, didn't they? As if to say, "We're leaving, guys." Honest. And then they've crept back there, but I think Styko's not having none of that. I think he's figured that out. Might even get a smoke down.
But who's going to get the bomb?
That was a T-smoke, right? Yeah, that was a T-smoke. So it's a fake for Ali this time round. And instead they've sent the frag hunter inside. What's he going to get done in here?
No raid boss, sadly. No Nico raid boss. You should always make Nico the raid boss. You should always do that. To be honest.
Should be a permanent state.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. He's so damn good. I mean, gotta do it. Guts to do it. we're going to finally see the play here. I mean, Mousesports have been taking a page out of the CIS book at Counter-Strike because they've been playing this very slow. But finally, they go in. Questone will take down Nico. The trades are coming, though. Spitty with the equalizer, and Chris J is going to turn it into a net +1, and there's +2 now.
Angel in a really good position. He would have heard someone cut the what?
There you go. Mousesports going to win. They will win that pistol round. The must-win.
Seriously, what?
I don't know.
What was that?
Is without.
Like, did he not see the guy go up the? I thought he saw him go up the ladder. I mean, we saw it on our screen, which doesn't always mean that the player saw it, but still. Very, very weird. And that spells danger, danger for HellRaisers. Mousesports in complete control now, and with weaponry, should be able to hold this one. Oh, Steiger with a lovely deagle onto Nico. Gets a second one now as well. And just when you think that's it, the HellRaisers are done, back they pop up again. Chris J, though, chipping him with 3 in a row. And we're back to 2v2. This is just such a crazy match. This round might just summarise the entire series.
My goodness me. It's hard to see who will win this one now, but you got Oscar creeping in with the scout. He's going to pull out the USP, get his James Bond on. Let's see if he can get something done, but he himself will be dropped on by Chris J. Now it's down to Quiztone against 2. Chris J looking for the ace. He will get the plant as well for his team. So Quiztone, if he could help his team win this round, it would mean so much. But he is going to get taken down by Chris J for the ace. And there you go, 14-3, and the pistol round has been lost by HellRaisers. The force buy has been lost by HellRaisers. The chances are soon to be all but gone.
Yeah, can't disagree. I almost feel like the Ace of Spades should play at the end of a round like that, where you get 5 kills and the bomb plant. Maybe like something more special, like what do you call full house? Okay, thanks.
Let's get the UT announcer in there.
Well, what, the one after Wicked Seek, you mean?
Which one's that? Is that Monster Kill? I can't remember.
That was 25, wasn't it? Monster Kill was like 5 or 6 in a row, but they had the killing sprees as well.
Oh yeah.
And there was one right at the very end, Wicked Sick, which I think might have been 30 actually in the second version. Because it definitely wasn't in the first one. Anyway, we're talking about a completely different game that Dan can't replay because he's rubbish at it. And Mousesports are leading 14 to 3 right now, and are on the verge of entering the league, the Esports Championship Series, $3.5 million league. And Mousesports are just 2 rounds away from confirming their place in it. HellRaisers will miss out for another season, but they're putting up a bit of a fight here. Zero in particular, with the 1-shot 1D. 3 versus 2, a man advantage. Removed though by Nex, restored by Styko. Now, can Nico come in here? It's 2 versus 1. He's at the disadvantage, and he doesn't have a great deal of health. 2 scouts in play right now as well. They'll only have to nick him on the forefinger to get rid of him from the round. That will tell them exactly where he is. Where does he pop out from? A couple of pistol shots from there as well, and then finally he is finished off. So if this is a comeback, it has to be the mother of all comebacks for HellRaisers, but they are on at least the right side to do it on train.
Bit scrappy. Oh, HellRaisers. They're scrapping their hearts out right now.
I feel like I should be playing the Survivor track, the Rocky theme tune right now.
They got
Getting pumped up.
2 scouts, 2 FAMAS, and M404.
Easy!
Let's see if they can make it clean. Because it's going to be quick, but will it be clean?
Oh my goodness. Bye! Okay, well, the three from Questone. He likes his triples, by the way. I think that's about the 4th or 5th one I've seen from him this evening. This is all in vain, of course, but the bomb plant is nice. Extra casheroony.
Yeah, might see an AWP back onto Oscar now. Nope, no one can afford an AWP.
Don't think so. Here's the spray down from Questone. Gets his triple with the finish off on the pistol. Could almost, I think he could probably make a frag move out of the triples that he's had this evening, because there's been quite a few. Not more simple than that, I have to say. So, Chris J on an AWP. Still the scout with Oscar.
Scout's actually really good in this map because there's so much cover. The mobility means that you can reposition very effectively on CT side. So maybe we'll see that from Oscar. Also, you know, can see the usage of jump shots. Very, very potent here. Oof. Oh my god, Chris J is just going to step out the smoke and pop Angel straight in the face, or straight in the chest. And
not a good start.
No, it's not looking too good, is it?
And you talked about scouts. They were popularised by MTW back in the day, in 1.6 no less. On train, used to run double scout on a regular basis. Worked out quite well for them. Not working out quite well for HellRaisers though. Although Oscar's got himself one, and then shut down by Chris J. So advantage Mousesports now 2v1. Questone got an awful lot to do, but been in form. Could do this still, and actually reduces the deficit to a 1v1. Oh my goodness, and face the wrong way right now. Oh my goodness. Questone does clutch the round. And Mousesports might be kicking themselves after that, but they're going to get a plenty few chances to get these last 2 rounds on the board. Yeah,
there's actually so many. I mean, let's be honest, probably will go to 30 rounds before they win, but then that's a lot of rounds.
That's the theme tonight.
That's a lot of rounds for them to
Did you put a rule into the league, or did James put a rule in that you have to play all 30 rounds or something? Is that,
no, he's starting
you get bonus is it bonus dollars or something for every round one?
Starting to wonder. It's going to be interesting though this round. I mean, oh my god, that's disgusting. Nico, please stop, and he'll be forced to stop by Zero. Thank God. Zero himself is going pretty huge here, but he's going to be finally taken down. Got some covering fire now from Steeko, but
that's an expensive drop.
It is expensive.
It wasn't too bad. Good effort. Not quite there. And HellRaisers do pull another round back. And every time they do this, and that was to start, it was a nice little spray here from Zero. It wasn't even that much of a spray. It was a little pinpoint, like boop, 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 picking them off one by one. Very nicely done. The deagle just before that was also, as Dan said, disgusting.
It was.
Utterly disgusting.
The stomach turned.
Yes, indeed.
Oh.
Stomach made strange noise.
Here we go. We have the alley pressure coming in from Mousesports. Are they going to boost? Yes, they will. Oh wow, I think it was spotted immediately. So some creative stuff, but it was read by HellRaisers. They have seen these tricks before. Bomb is over towards alley as well, so Mousesports investing a lot towards alley at the moment. It's very indicative of a triple pronged attack into the A-bomb site. Unless they decide to change their mind for whatever reason, but Oscar will take out the player aggressively with a push into team main. So that's actually a big problem for Mousesports, but they still have Nico towards Pop Dog. He's very wary of the backstab, and looks like he wants to actually go back towards team main to potentially clear out any potential pushing players like Oscar, but Oscar's gone to Pop Dog now as the push comes in from Mousesports.
Eek. Nicely placed incendiary as well. Done a lot of damage, but not enough because Chris J picks up the kill when he probably wasn't favoured to do so. And Dennis will now put another one on the board. So suddenly, from a 3v5, Mousesports have equalled this one up. They've got control. Do need to figure out where Zero is because he could play a pivotal role in this round. Chris J sitting below, hasn't spotted up, hasn't been spotted below either. So neither of them have found anyone, but Chris J, now his position will be given away. The trade surely should be completed here by Zero, and it is finally picked up. So we're 2v2. Time now becoming a factor too. Bomb plant. And the one in heaven has not been figured out. I'm surprised that he hasn't because his position should have been given away. And we're now down to a 1v1. It's Spitty this time versus Questone. And Questone has clutched this before. Now he's got another job to do. It's big this time too. Lose this one, and now Sports have match point, but it's not going to be there because Questone has stood tall and got his team back on the board again.
Yeah, again, stepping up. It's long roads, but if Questone keeps making plays like that, it's going to happen. Angel's only on 4 kills. That's really a big underperformance there from Angel, to be honest.
Very worrying, and it's not been much better in the other maps either.
Yeah, I mean that's kind of surprising, and You can't really have an underperformance like that in a match like this, where it's you win and you qualify for the league in which you get shares. You know, this is a kind of big deal. And we're going to see the entry from Nico just pop in, down pop dog and pop out. And now his team has an advantage to play with early in the round. HellRaisers will, you know, slowly adapt their setup to cover the fact that they're down a player, and in so doing, be kind of weaker overall in certain spots in the A yard. So that's what Mousesports will hope to exploit.
Yep, you saw Stico just dropping back as well. He has to play a more passive role on that tally. Can't be quite as aggressive as he was before. And that's going to be even less helpful. Smoked off. Some room to maneuver here for Mousesports. They can have a few different choices, but Staker's going to stand strong here. Almost lost his life, but he's given his team a chance. Then removed by Nico. Where was that from? Out of alley they come. They've also out of main here as well, so they've got some control on the outside bomb train. They don't know exactly where everyone is, but that's going to help immensely as well. Chris J now in on one. Stico now has just 12 points of health, so we're almost at a 3v3, although Chris is low too. 3v3. Bomb going to go down now. Not just yet, it's not, because Angel's not finished. He picks up one, should have got the second, but didn't. And now Questone yet again in a position where he has to try and clutch. Bomb not planted. And now a 1v1. Chris Jane very, very low indeed. And Questone will only have to tap him shortly, and he's going to blast around the corner and get him. And he will get the kill. And will clutch another round. That's the third round out of the last four that this man has clutched for his team.
He's just not going to let them lose. He's just like, guys, I don't give a damn what you do, but I'm not going to let us lose.
I mean, the difference between his teammates, Angel 5 kills, Questone 23.
Guy, he's seriously he's highly stubborn. He's just so stubborn.
I think that's probably a good quality when it comes to this particular match.
Yeah. Yeah, and now there's no AWP in play for Mousesports. They might just go for a full-out execute on either of the bomb sites, because they haven't really done that, or a fast contact play could be the order of the round as well. Oscar looks like he's in a good position to shut this down. There's 3 players. Oh my god, that was absolutely insane. The damage there was so sick. And now it's going to be a 3 versus 3 after all is said and done. Oscar still in position in quad to try to get something out of this AWP of his, but the bomb should be planted now by Mousesports, somewhat safely by Nex, and the retake attempt is going to start to shuffle in. CTs have some interesting positions. It's actually the Ts that are a little bit unsure as to where they are going to be coming from, but Nex, quick flick and a click, and Stico is dead. Now it's 3 versus 2 in favor of the Ts.
Yeah, again, Mousesports find themselves with an advantage. Again, it's been halved, chopped down, dismantled, and again, are they going to be able to pick up this round? They're not quite that easily, they're not, because Oscar's now the last man alive, and that is going to be the end of him, and Mousesports finally move to match point, and they also look at the economy right now on HellRaisers. That could not have happened at a worse time.
Yeah. Yeah, they keep losing rounds where it's just like Questone alive, clutching, and that happens so many times.
Yeah, it hasn't been good enough.
Yeah, he needed to keep people alive. So now it looks like Mousesports finally going to be able to drag this one over the edge. Finally, just put it over the line. It has been a laborious task that has taken 5 maps, but they are getting there, getting ever closer. Now it's just it's one more. And when you get his pistols, what's the worst that can happen?
There's a phrase. I think we've seen some of the rounds. We know what the worst is that can happen, and it's pretty diabolical. So HellRaisers can do nothing to force this. They just have to sit there and wait for an attack. That 3-2 split right now, 3 outside, 2 on the inner. Nico's already made his way into the inner on upper with Spiddy alongside. One man at pop just checking backwards and forwards, seeing if he can get any information right now for HellRaisers, but nothing doing so far. Though they have moved 4 inside now. 4 CTs on the inner bomb site. as a partial stack. They didn't hear anything on the outer, and that's why they've moved them on the inside. Now, perhaps they'll get the pop push as well. And if they do, they've then got 5 men. Yeah, see, look, here's the pop push as well. In they go. Flash is making their way in. Down to the bomb site they drop. A trade 1 for 1 initially. Chris J then giving them the advantage. Next adding to the list. Chris J also chiming in with another one. And Angel now is the last man alive to save HellRaisers. It's not going to happen. And Mousesports confirm their place in the Esports Championship Series. The first team from the qualifiers to make their way through. And what a way to finish. Nicely done by the boys in red.
Yeah.
And disappointing, obviously, for HellRaisers. Just, should put that out there. But they weren't good enough tonight. It's as simple as that.
Yeah, I mean, it's a really weird match overall because it did seem like their teams were quite similar.
Yeah.
Where you have, a lot of the players can kind of go off. They have a lot of skill. You got some great star potential.
Yeah.
If the likes of Oscar, likes of Stico, likes of Chris J, likes of Nico.
Yeah.
But in reality, when it comes to a lot of the T rounds, that definitely proved to be difficult for both teams, and definitely Mousesports deserve to win this match.
A couple of great highlights in here as well. Those 1Ds from Stico. Christian had a monster round in there as well with a 5-man ace and plant. Got the full house.
You gotta give it to Questone in this one as well.
Yeah.
This guy just
stepped
would
up
never say
every time
die.
as well, didn't he? Lots of triples, lots of saves. I think 3, maybe 4 rounds that he clutched single-handedly, whether it was either 1v1, 1v2, or a 1v3.
Exactly,
and he's had a great series, actually. I think if you sort of pick out 2 players, it would be probably Oscar and Questone between them for HellRaisers, and Nico head and shoulders above everyone else on the server again.
Well, Nico,
Man's a beast.
Nico is Nico.
Man's a beast.
I can't wait to see how his career develops over time.
It's going to be a lot of fun.
Because he only recently really appeared. It's only recently where everyone like, whoa, this guy is pretty good. What's going on?
Yeah, and already I read stuff every day where it says how long before Nico's in Fnatic, or how long before he joins NIP, or all sorts of crazy suggestions of where he might end up. He's at Mousesports right now. That's where he's at. So, it's going to be a very interesting time. So, and there we go. Europe has a new qualifier into the league. The first team that have qualified through, and that team are Mousesports. Tomorrow, of course, the Europeans are back once again because Gambit are going head-to-head with G2. That's from 6 o'clock Central European time. But we're not done this evening just yet. We are going to take an extended break, of course, but at midnight CET, it will be, in around about 90 minutes' time, it will be the first of the semi-finals from America. So don't go too far away. Grab something to eat, maybe. Chill out a little bit on Twitch. Watch a few other things. But keep us in the background, because when you hear the dulcet tones of James Bardolph and Mr. DDK, you'll be live for the Americas. We'll see you soon.